Hi, my name is Alex Solowitz. Sorry, I'm a little sick right now. But I'm sitting in my house being sick, and I'm thinking, how can I become a better actor? I've been acting, fortunately. God willing, I've been acting for over 20 years, and managed to make it my living for 20 years. And there have been down periods and there have been high periods. And fortunately, when I was younger, I was able to have some success. And through my own demons, I managed to lose that success. And then I worked myself way back up again, and then I shot myself in the foot again, went back down. But the reason I'm making this video is because I wanted to know if I could become a better actor. I've never taken an acting class, never done theater. Started out as a musician, and I always dreamed of becoming an actor. And when I was a kid, my stepmom took me to this open call for this agency, and there was 200 kids there, and we all said, something about wanting to go to Disneyland, and for whatever reason, they picked me. I was 13. I couldn't, I didn't know what I was doing, and there was all these kids there, and I was really, I was a heavy kid. I was around 300 pounds, actually. And it was just a shot, it's because it's what I always wanted to do. I always wanted to do it. I could always sing. I could always play just about any instrument. And I don't think acting is too far from that. So I went, and the agency was Cunningham E. DuPuis, CED. And they were a very good commercial agency. And I went in the room. There was 6 other people. We already did our spiel. And by the grace of God, I was called, and they signed me. And I started going on these commercial auditions and didn't get anything. And then one time I did. And by now I had moved to another agency, the Corsa agency, Larry Corsa. And unfortunately, my grades at the time in school were awful, so I couldn't get a work permit. And, well, on my 18th birthday, I remember the only job I've ever had was working at a gym. I managed to lose all the weight. By myself, I ran a lot. It worked out a lot. And my agent called me and said, would you like to try acting again? I mean, out of the blue, Larry calls me. He says, would you like to try acting again? I said, yeah, that'd be great. And he said, there's this movie, they're auditioning for. It's with Drew Barrymore. He was somebody I've always wanted to work with. I watched this movie Ever After, and that's the reason why I wanted to become an actor, literally, is because of this Ever After movie. I don't know why, that's how it was. And my job was at Bally's at the time, the gym, which is now LA Fitness, said if I left, that I would be fired. I took a risk, and I went, and I auditioned, and I did horribly. Never thought in a million years that I would get hired, and I got hired. Somehow, magically, I got hired. I took a risk, I took the leap, and I got hired. And that movie was Never Been Kissed, which is the first film I ever did. And then I went on to do other stuff. With MTV, I was in a fake boy band called Together, and we were pretty popular back in the early 2000s. And I did more and more and more and more and more. I've always been a watcher of people, and I think acting is just listening, really. I mean, listening to conversations, listening to, my friends getting fights with their girlfriends, or my friends getting fights with themselves, or just 2 drunk people at a bar arguing, or 2 people that may be on their first date, and just watching what they do. And acting is pretty much just mimicking that, pretending there's no camera there, right? So now I'm 39 years old, and fortunately, I've managed to still be in the game, and it's been very difficult. Early success was very hard for me. I was not humble, and I fell, and I had to work really hard to get myself back up. Anyway, so I'm sitting here, I'm sick, and I'm thinking, how can I become a better actor? Can I become a better actor? I know as far as music goes, I can't teach somebody how to sing. If you can't sing, I can't teach you how to sing. Nobody can teach you how to sing. If you can't carry a tune, you're not going to be a singer. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen, unfortunately. So, if you have the ability to act, can you get better? And so I start YouTubing how to become a better actor. And I watched some pretty cool videos of how to do it, and or what other actors that I admire, their process and what they do, and it was similar to mine. And these are all actors who had training, and I've never had any just life experience, which is acting. Acting is life experience, right? So here's some things. First question I get asked a lot is, how do I get an agent? I have no idea. I have no idea how I got an agent. I got lucky. And if I were beginning and just moving out here to Los Angeles or or New York or wherever, I would probably go to a class, and maybe that does a showcase that showcases to agents where you can find an agent, or an agent will pick you up. And I believe that we're all put here for a reason, that God, and I'm a religious guy, I'm Jewish, but I mean, I'm practicing Jew. But, I believe that God put us all here for a reason. And whatever that reason may be, we all have a purpose in life. And at a very early age, my purpose in life, I knew, was to entertain, to act. It's because it's what I love to do. And I couldn't imagine doing anything else. And it's, no matter how hard it is or how hard it gets, or how many times I've been disappointed, how many times I've been told no, I believe. And that's what you have to do. You have to believe. You have to believe in yourself that you can do it. And of course, you have to have some talent as well. But I mean, you come out here, you take a risk, you jump head first, and you try it, and you don't give up. Because if this is what you're supposed to do, if you believe that you are here to act, then act. What are the other questions I'm asked? I am asked, how do you prepare for roles? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I don't know how to prepare for roles. I look at a character and I think back of who that character reminds me of in my past, and I try to mimic that person as best as I can. That's just my process. Everybody has different processes, and I've worked with tons of actors that are, incredible, and I look at their process, and some of them are so hard, and like so, ugh. And then there's some actors that can just joke around 2 seconds. We'll be joking around, action, and boom, just snap right into character. That's kind of what I do. Learn your lines also is important. how I do it. Now, when I was a kid, I don't know how I was able to work because I never, ever, I thought it was bad to read the script or read even the scenes. I would, I would, I would, go through it once or twice, and I say that's it because I don't want to be stuck in something. And then if the casting director has a different, view, I won't be able to change it because I've been practiced too much. That's just ridiculous. That's a ridiculous thinking. I don't. I mean, I have somewhat of a photographic memory, but I actually got this really great app, and I'm not promoting. I mean, I'm just telling you, it's a really good app. It's $20. It's called Rehearsal Pro, and you get this app, and it takes your scenes, and you're able to, you have to time it right, and you say the lines. Not your lines, but the other person's lines, and then you give yourself time to read it back, as the actor, and then you say the other person's line again. It's a really great app, and that's what I've been doing for the past couple of years, and it's been working. So that's what I do now. I think my acting has evolved, but I mean, I'm stuck with the question of like, how do I become better? I want to be better. I see these actors, and I like tear up sometimes just watching how amazing these guys are, and I think to myself, can I ever be that good? Can I ever be that authentic on film? I don't know. And I literally tried searching, Google searching, YouTube searching, how to be. I even tried. I tried an acting class. This is pretty recent too, and supposedly she's, the actor's coach or whatever. I'm not gonna say her name, but it was just, it wasn't me. She would just throw stuff out there. It was just not against what my process was. I didn't like it, and I stayed only because I did have a scene with another partner, and I didn't want my partner to not be able to do her spiel because she paid for the class. So I did that, and then I got out of the class because I didn't feel that it was helping me at all. There may be great acting coaches out there. I don't know. I haven't looked that far, but I have looked to YouTube, and I have looked at Google, and I've tried to find what would make me a better actor, and I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But what I do know is that if you believe in yourself, and this is what you are meant to do, and you come down here from wherever you're from, and I live in Los Angeles, and you give it 100%, and there is no turning back. There is no plan B. This is it. This has always been it for me. Entertainment, period. Entertainment or bust, My down spells have been because of my own personal demons, not because I wasn't able. Actually, I wasn't able to do it some of the times, but now, I've been on this solid road for 5, 6 years, and I've been doing pretty well, but I want to be better, and I don't know how to better myself, so I'm going to find out how to become a better actor. I'm going to read whatever my actor icons are. I'm going to read a book that they tell me to read. I'm going to pay attention more, and I'm not going to quit, and I'm not going to give up, because I love this industry, and I love the people in this industry, and I hate the business end of the industry. I hate the agency's part and the stuff. I just want to put me in the room and let me do my job, and let me. They're casting directors there. You're in the room because they have a problem. The problem is they need a character to play a certain role in whatever they're doing, and you have the answer. And you got to bring your A game, and whatever that may be, and take risks. Don't be the same, because they're looking at the same cookie cutter person that's reading off the pages exactly like everybody else is. And you may think you're being stupid, or you may think you're not, you may think that you're, that what you're doing is completely off, oh, this is crazy to make this type of choice. But let me tell you, the choices that I have made, and they have been strong choices, I believe, have booked me roles. Now, some of those choices also have not booked me roles, But at least I can say I went in the room, I gave it 100%, I knew my lines, and I gave it my all. And I always text my dad after an audition, and he says, "How'd it go?" This is every audition, and I say, "You know what? I left it all in the room. I did as good as I could do to that character for what I have. And the rest is just up to the, producers, movie gods, If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I did my best. And hopefully I left some mark on the casting director that will maybe bring me back for something else." Anyways, I'm going to try to make more of these videos. If you have comments or you have questions, my Instagram is Solowhat. That's SOLOWHAT. My full name is Alex Solowitz, AlexSolowitz. Facebook, Twitter is the same. I'm really bad at social media, so I'll try to put it down there in my YouTube post, the links. But anyways, good luck to you. If you're out here, stay out here. Don't leave. Stay. I know too many people that have left, and they came out here, they tried it for 4 months because they didn't get a job, they left. Well, I've been trying and trying, and I've been turned down, and I've managed to stay afloat and managed to do it and love it. Regardless if I get the role or not, I still love it. I love going in the room, and I love everything about acting. It's what I'm here for. And if you feel the same way, then it's what you're here for. And I promise you, if you are put on this earth to entertain, and you are a good, moral person who is humble and has good work ethic, you will go far in this career. I promise you. All right. Thank you very much for listening. I hope I was somewhat informative. Yeah, good luck to all. I'll try to make more videos.